So those were the easier ones. Then they go to the harder ones. So number 10, I'm going to find f of 7. So I'm going to put 7 in for my x. 4 plus the square root of 7 minus 2. If I do 7 minus 2, I get the square root of 5. In this case, I can't simplify the square root of 5, so there's nothing more I can do to simplify that. So 4 plus the square root of 5 is just going to be my answer. If I could simplify it, I would keep going, but I can't, so I won't. Then I'm going to do g of negative 3. So I'm going to do negative 3 squared plus 1 on top, and then negative 3 plus 1 on the bottom. So when I simplify that, I would get what on top? 10, and on the bottom, negative 2, and 10 over negative 2 reduces down. So negative 5 would be my answer in simplified form. And then we're going to do h of 2/3. So we're going to do the absolute value of negative 12 plus 9 times 2/3. I'm going to simplify inside my parentheses first, following my order of operations. So I'm going to do the 9 times 2/3. 9 times 2/3 would give me 6. 3 goes into 9. 3 times 2 is 6. So then I have negative 12 plus 6. And a negative 12 plus 6 is negative 6. And then I'm going to do the absolute value of negative 6. And the absolute value of negative 6 is positive 6. And so 6 would be my answer in simplified form. So number 11 says we're going to start out with f of negative 3/4. So we're doing the absolute value of 16 times negative 3/4, and then we're going to minus 17 from that answer. So 16 times negative 3/4 would be negative 12. The absolute value of negative 12 would be 12. And then 12 minus 17 would give us an answer of negative 5. Simplified as we can get it. G function. We're going to do g of negative 5. So we're going to have negative 5 on top. Then we're going to do negative 5 minus a negative 5 squared, right? Following my order of operations, I'd want to square that negative 5 first. So negative 5 squared would be 25. It has the minus sign in front, so now I have negative 5 minus 25 on the bottom. So I get negative 5 over negative 30. And then if I reduce that fraction down, I would get 1/6. Negative over a negative makes it a positive. And then we want to do h of 4. So we're going to do the square root of 2 times 4 plus 2. So 2 times 4, 8 plus 2, 10. We get the square root of 10. Can I simplify the square root of 10? Nope. That's just going to be my answer then. Number 12, we are going to do f of 2 starting with. So 4 plus the square root of 2 minus 2. If I simplify that, I get that's 0. So 4 plus 0 is 4, right? G function. We are going to do the absolute value of 3 halves. How about I write the halves instead of the 6 first? 3/2 times 6 minus 10. So 3/2 times 6 would give me 9. 9 minus 10. My board quit writing. 9 minus 10 is -1, and the absolute value of -1 is 1. And h of -2. -2 on top, -2 squared minus 10 on the bottom. So we're going to have -2 on top, and on the bottom we would get -6. 4 minus 10 is -6, which reduces down to +1/3 then.